Hi everyone, welcome to another video. I have my friend Mary here. Mary, say hello.
Hello.
I've known Mary since college, so we're old farts at this point.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, and I thought it might be fun to bring her along for a video here since we're all in quarantine and there's a pandemic and, you know, Zoom. So we're on
Very
Zoom.
2020 of us.
I know, right? So we're going to be doing a Disneyland versus Disney World, this or that. We've never been to Disney World together, but we went to Disneyland plenty of times together.
Plenty of times.
Plenty of times. And if Mary moves back here, plenty more.
When?
I'm sure. When, sorry. When.
Yeah, there you go.
Plenty more then. And when the parks open up, obviously.
I mean, who knows when that is, but
know, right?
Optimistic thinking.
I know. I know. I mean, I know. Sad. It will be one day. It's just a matter of like when. Are we talking like 2022? What are we talking?
Right.
So the first question is, do you prefer the convenience of 2 parks or would you rather have 4?
I really do like the convenience of 2 parks because you can do it all in one day.
Right. Okay.
And then you can just go back and do it again the next weekend. I think that's my final answer.
2?
2. Although I like having 4.
I know. I was just gonna say. I think I'm gonna go with 4. We'll split the difference.
We'll split the difference
because while I do like that fact, as a local, it would be nice to have more options. Not that I get bored at Disney. I definitely don't ever get bored at Disneyland, but it would be nice to have more parks to go to, more things to do, so you could kind of switch it up to where you wouldn't always feel like, okay, well, I'm at Disneyland every weekend or whatever. But yeah, I'll go with 4. Okay, the second question. Do you prefer Disneyland or Magic Kingdom for each other?
Magic Kingdom.
I actually have to think about this one because I didn't like pre-think about my answers.
Oh, really?
I didn't. I guess some of them I already know.
I'm going with my initial, the first thing that flashes in my mind when you ask the question, and it was Magic Kingdom.
Okay. I think
if I thought about it, my answer may be different.
Okay. So I'm thinking of it as a whole. I'm going to answer as a whole. As a whole park, which one do I prefer going to? And I think I'm going to say Disneyland because I think certain areas of Disneyland I like better, and then together they just make it better. But we're not talking about Walt Disney World as a whole. We're talking about just Magic Kingdom. But I do really like Magic Kingdom.
I know there's just something like that's the one when you walk in, you're like, this is magical.
I know. And the castle. I'm sorry. That's on. Well, no. I'll wait to get my thought on that. Yeah. My thoughts on Disneyland, bring me into my next question. So, Sleeping Beauty Castle or Cinderella Castle?
Cinderella.
Yeah, me too. I don't even think it's a question. I love Sleeping Beauty's
Castle. I don't know why I thought about it because that was my initial instinct.
I mean, I love Sleeping Beauty's Castle. I don't dislike it. But if we're talking about which one I'd prefer, Cinderella, because it's just more.
It's the classic.
And it's more grandiose. What's that word? Grandiose. Grandeur?
Grandiose. Yeah, I guess. I don't know
if that's the word. It's more. It's just bigger. It's more.
And it's the focal point, you know?
Yeah, poor Disneyland. I mean, I know that
theirs is a little.
Well, Disneyland came first, so at the time they thought, "Wow, look at the castle."
Right.
And then when they built the other one.
You see Disney World and you're like, that's a castle.
Right. Right. That's what I'm excited for my other friend, Ayla. She saw Disneyland in the fall for the first time and she's never been to Disney World. And I was so excited for her to see the castle and be like, isn't this impressive?
Yeah. Y'all didn't get to go.
No, we didn't get to go. Do you enjoy Disneyland's version or Magic Kingdom's version of Peter Pan's Flight? Which one do you prefer? Do you remember them?
Yes.
I don't think we did. We didn't do Peter Pan when you came.
I'm more familiar with the Disneyland one, so I'll probably say Disneyland.
I like Disneyland's better. I mean, Disney World's fine. They have the same concept, it's still the same pieces are there, but for some reason, Disney. Oh, you know what? I couldn't remember what it was, but Disneyland's does this. Okay, so you're on the Peter Pan's ship, and you're hanging, I guess.
Yeah, you do kind of dangle.
And
then you go down.
Dip down and up and down.
Yeah.
You're flying, and Disney World doesn't do that.
No, theirs is more static.
So, Disneyland's.
Yeah, Disneyland's. Yeah.
All right, what about Fantasyland as a whole? Do you prefer Disneyland's or Magic Kingdom's?
Probably Magic Kingdom.
I was gonna say I
probably Magic Kingdom. Slightly.
Well, here's the thing is that they're so different. So like
they are very different.
I like them both for different ways, but like especially now that Fantasyland and Disney World has that expansion, which have you seen? Have you seen this? The Beauty and the Beast Castle and the Mine
So
Train?
I was there last fall, but I was only there for like a few hours in Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
We did like 2 parks a day, so it was not like the full experience, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
We were like, we'll be back, and then guess what?
A pandemic happened.
Good old pandemic happened.
Right. Disneyland is fine. It's just really small, you know. So.
That I feel like that area of the park is just very claustrophobic.
It is
to me because how it like kind of funnels together by the carousel, and it's all just like very
like there's a niceness to that, or like there's an appeal to that it being close and there, but then like you're limited. Like if the park's really full, like
it's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare, but like you can't do it. So I don't know. We're only usually there for Peter Pan.
Yeah, that's the only one that I do over there regularly, like when I have been to Disneyland.
And I guess Fantasyland also extends up into like Small World of Disneyland.
Yeah, if you go through it, yeah.
It's such a weird
it's like this weird but you know what is over there that's really great? That great baked potato stand.
Which I still have never had, the baked potato.
Literally one of the best baked potatoes I've ever had in my life.
Well, I need to try the baked potato the next time we go, and you just have one with me. There's too much to eat when we go. Like, there's just never enough time in the day. Like, I remember when we went in December, and we ate so much, and we were both so full that we couldn't even.
We were like, I can't eat anymore.
It was like we got there in the morning, we had a snack. Then after we rode Guardians of the Galaxy, we had a snack, and then we were like, maybe we should go get some mac and cheese. Then we got mac and cheese. And then after that, we were like, we're supposed to meet up with Eileen.
That was when the food and wine, or there was like, the holiday food festival.
Holiday festival, whatever it's called.
Whatever it's called. Oh my god.
Festival of the Holidays. Yeah.
And we just snacked all day.
And then we were like, we better go meet Eileen for our Lamplight Lounge reservation. It's like so much food. And then for dinner, I remember we were still full that we were like, I guess we'll just get pizza and pasta. Like,
yeah. That's right. We went to over in California Adventure. Oh my god.
It was just because like there's always just my brain or my eyes always see all the food, and I just can't catch up with my stomach.
Especially when they have in California Adventure, or like if you go to the Food and Wine Festival at Epcot, it's every stand has like at least one item that you're like, sure, I'll try it. And then before you know it, you've eaten like 20 snacks.
A lot of people in the YouTube community and stuff already know how I feel about this next one. I don't know if you do or not. I don't know if we've ever discussed it. How do you feel, or which do you prefer, Disneyland's version of Space Mountain or Walt Disney World's?
Can I pick a third option? Disneyland Paris.
Oh, I haven't been to that, but you can pick Disneyland Paris. Yeah.
Honestly, that's what I would say.
Because isn't that Hyperspace Mountain all the time?
Yes, and you go outside for like a brief minute.
Oh. That's one where you go upside down though, too, right?
And you go upside down. I think you go outside. I may be conflating 2 rides, but you go upside down like almost immediately. And just like the wait time for it was not bad at all. It was just overall a very pleasant experience. With that said, if I pick between the other two, I'd probably say Disney World.
Really? So interesting.
I don't know though. I go back and forth. I like them all.
Here's my thoughts. So I haven't been to the Disneyland Paris one. Hopefully I get to go, but it sounds like probably sounds like I'd like it. My favorite version of Space Mountain is the Disneyland's Hyperspace Mountain.
Okay, now that I will agree with.
Like it doesn't go upside down or anything, obviously, but
but it's better.
Their version, the Star Wars part. I'm not even like a huge Star Wars fan, but that Star Wars aspect of it is just like it makes it so much better. The only problem that I'll say with that like version of it is that, and Ayla noticed it too, and she came with me in last fall. For someone that's never ridden any Space Mountain before, she picked this out, and I was like, yes. When you're going up the very first hill, and it's like, like that part. Yeah. So they change it for Hyperspace Mountain to be stars, like
yeah, I remember that.
And then they have like things flying by. There's the music playing, right?
It's like the Star Wars like anthem. It's
super intense, and you're like, yeah, here I come. I'm gonna ride the galaxy.
Yeah.
And then they go punch it, and you're just like.
And you're like,
it doesn't get any faster.
No, it doesn't.
I know.
Is that when it takes the turn?
It's like, it says punch it before you even get to that point. It's like, you're still kind of riding up and it's like, punch it. And you're like.
A couple times though that like I thought is what I was going to pick up and then it didn't.
pick up like go fast.
When you go up, hyperspeed or
I know,
whatever you're
that
doing,
was the one.
It seems like you should shoot up. So it was a little like I was expecting that.
That is the one thing.
And then you're still like going slow.
Right. That is the one thing that I've complained about Hyperspace Mountain is they say punch it, and then you're just like,
yeah.
Not punching anything. And then it goes around, and then you
don't remember that, but I do remember being kind of like.
Well, I just think they could have. I mean, maybe I don't know the details of how the ride is like functions. But if you're going to say punch it, wait until you get to the top or something.
The top before you like.
Because once you get down, you're going.
Yeah, you don't stop, man.
Yeah, that's when you're punching. Yeah. So I don't know.
I will say, if I had to pick between the two, like if hyperspace is an option, I would agree with you. Yeah. Normal Space Mountain, I like Disney World more.
Well, here's why I dislike the Disney World one. I liked it as a kid. I mean, I grew up going to Disney World and I had no problem with Space Mountain. But when I went on it in my last trip, which was in 2017, it was so rickety. It reminded me of the Matterhorn. And I was like, I hate that. Like
you've never been a big fan of like rides like that.
Well, because it makes me sick. Like, and it literally gives me a headache.
Yeah.
And like, I don't want a headache when I'm at the park. And so like, it's just not fun for me. So, excuse me. So like, I remember the Disney World version. I was expecting Space Mountain from Disneyland. I really was. I was like.
The one in Disneyland is much smoother.
And I think faster, to be honest. And like.
And what?
Faster.
I think it is faster. Well, see, now you're convincing me otherwise. I do go back and forth all the time.
Disney World's was just like, I was going, you go over a hill or like a little thing and it would be like, thud, and I would slam down, and like I just was like, I hate this. I got off the ride and I was so mad. And I remember my mom was like thinking about going on it, and I remember telling her like, you would have hated that. I hated it. Next question: happily ever after fireworks or the Disneyland Forever fireworks? Have you seen the Disneyland Forever fireworks?
I don't know that I have.
Have you seen any fireworks at Disneyland?
Yeah, I have seen.
Okay, so compare it to whatever that was, because they really don't, sorry Disneyland, but they don't change that much. The only one that changed...
I'd probably say happily ever after.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, just because
of Disney World does really good fireworks.
Yeah, just because of the fact of, like, the difference in castle, like we've already talked about, like, I feel like happily ever after is just going to be better.
That's a pretty easy one in my mind.
And the music.
It's just so
perfect. Oh my God. Okay, I agree. Incredicoaster or the Rockin' Rolldercoaster. Now, I'm not talking about...
this to me.
Well, because here's the thing. I know one of your favorite rides before it was Incredicoaster. What was it called?
California Screamin'.
So I'm not saying that. I'm saying the Incredicoaster. So the new, like, adaptation of it.
Both.
It's hard for me because I haven't done Rockin' Rollercoaster in a long time.
It is really fun.
I think I'm going to choose Rockin' Rollercoaster just because...
I think that was the one that I had right here.
Yeah, it has more turns, right? And it's in the dark, which is cool.
It's in the dark, and the way you kind of, I know they both kind of shoot out, but I just, there's something about being inside for that specific type of thing that I just really like.
And I like the theming of Incredicoaster. Like, I really do like the Incredibles theming that they have.
And they did a good job with the rebranding, I think.
They totally did, but... The Rockin' Rollercoaster's theming is better because the whole you go to the pre-show and then you go inside. It's better, I think.
Yeah.
I guess I could segue that into another question that I have, which is, what are you more excited for? The Tron coaster at Magic Kingdom or the Avengers campus in DCA?
I'm a massive Marvel fan, so I would say Avengers. I'm not a big Tron fan.
Well, I'm not either. I really don't. Like Tron, I watched both movies. They're fine.
Yeah.
I don't have any, I don't feel any type of way about them. What I'm excited about, though, is the coaster itself.
I'm looking up, now that you say that, I'm looking at it. Yeah, I would probably like it because it is going to be more of a roller coaster.
The stuff that they released for the Spider-Man ride in Avengers Campus looks really cool.
Yeah. I'm a massive Marvel fan.
Yes.
So I am. When they announced that, I was like, finally.
I know, that was supposed to open this summer.
Thanks, Corona.
I don't think they could finish it. I don't know that they finished it, so. Good old Corona.
Thank you, 2020.
Tower of Terror, or obviously the Walt Disney World version, or Guardians of the Galaxy?
Tower of Terror.
I think I have to choose Tower of Terror, too. I like the Mission Breakout.
I really liked it, but I'm a Tower of Terror is my all-time favorite ride.
And I will say, yes, And I will say the Disney World's version was better than the Disneyland version when
Agreed.
they both had Tower of Terror. So what I liked about the Disney World version is it's more dramatic. Like,
yes. Because you do the little move thing.
And it goes through the thing, and then like all of a sudden you don't quite know. Like I could tell the last time, now that I'm older, I guess I could tell the last time.
But it gets really
like,
dark.
It gets really dark, and all of a sudden you just drop. Whereas Disneyland's what you don't do that.
No, you kind of just know to expect it immediately.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah, it's not, I mean, it's, I feel like they do more.
They do.
Drops because they have more time to do.
Why do I don't know that this is true, so I guess somebody correct me if I'm not right, but why do I feel like the Disneyland's version, when it was Tower of Terror and now that it's Mission Breakout, it's like actually random? Like the drops, the ups and the downs, is how many times you do it is random, but Disney World's is very calculated and it's the same every time.
That could be it. I don't know. I've only done Guardians when I was there. I think I was just mad that they had to close Tower of Terror to do it.
I know. Like I'm glad that they did rebrand it, but I think the only reason I'm okay with it is because you can still do it at Disney World. Like if they would take Disney World away, then I'd be upset because that means that like I'd have to go to
Paris.
Yeah. So which monorail do you prefer? The Disneyland or the Walt Disney World's version?
Probably Disney World.
I think so too, because it has a purpose.
Yeah, it does. It's like you actually use it to go places.
Yeah, and it's a prettier scenic view. Like I like Disneyland's, but
yeah, because you go in between the parks and it's like a nice, it's a nice minute to like kind of calm down. You know, gives you a little break in the air conditioning.
Right. The only reason I ride Disneyland's monorails if I'm with my mom, because she likes monorails, so I only ride it as a ride.
Yeah.
Or if I want to go to downtown Disney and I want to go like down where it drops off, then I'm like, sure, let's take that.
Yeah, I mean, I think I only did it like twice.
Yeah, it's just
at
not
Disneyland because there was not a purpose, and I didn't view it as like a ride. We would do it in the summer. Like I remember, I think you and I did it once in the summer when we like wanted a break.
Yeah, but you know what? Disneyland doesn't have air conditioning.
But it was still a way we could like sit and.
Yeah. Okay. So what about Fantasmic? Do you prefer Disneyland's Fantasmic or Walt Disney World's Fantasmic?
Walt Disney World.
Oh, wait. You said Disney World?
Yeah.
Wow. I say Disneyland.
Oh.
I was like, wait, I agree. No, we don't.
No, we don't.
I think...
I mean, I do like Disneyland's.
I like Disney World's too. Believe me. I really like it. I think they're both great. If I have to choose, though, I like the fact that you can sit in a theater, like an amphitheater kind of thing. In Disney World, that I enjoy because I don't like being on my butt or standing to watch it. But Disneyland's, like, because you have, like, there's a ship that comes by. There's just, I just think when they
that is kind of cool.
It's better, and
it's very close for me. But I went with my initial gut of like,
you stick with it, girl. You stick with it.
Yeah, that's one. I won't change this time. I know I've changed in the past, but
I'm glad you changed. But they're both
really good though.
They're both really great. But I did find myself being like, wow, though, Disneyland, like, wow.
Yeah, right.
What about Radiator Springs Racers or Test Track?
Test Track. I like Test Track. I mean, I like Radiator Springs too, and I like kind of the intro experience where you kind of like go through slowly. Mm-hmm. I don't know, Test Track. I'm a little bit of a techie. So I like.
Are you talking about new Test Track or old Test Track?
Yeah, the new one. Then
like the Tron version.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I forgot they had like upgraded it. Yes, the new one.
So if we're talking about theming, I'm going to give it to Radiator Springs because theming, hands down, like that area is the coolest land ever.
It's the coolest area. That whole area is super cool. Like just realistic.
I actually like the original Test Track with the dummies.
Oh, really? See, the new one. Have you done the new one?
I have.
Yeah, I love the new one. And I think again, it comes out with like the techie in me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I really liked it.
It was cool.
Yeah.
I just really liked the the theming of the like, oh, it's a test dummy, and then you're like, I don't know. I just felt kind of like, I don't know. I didn't dislike the new one. It just was a little like, I don't know. There was just something weird that I was kind of like, I liked it. However, like we only did it once because usually I want to do that ride.
We only did it once. Yeah.
Regardless of the version, Disney World's goes faster than Radiator Springs, so I'm gonna go with Disney World's version because
which is why I like it.
Yeah, it just goes faster when you're going around that loop. Radiator Springs, if we're talking about theming, Disney World, if we're talking about just the ride as a whole, I think.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones Adventure at Disneyland or Dinosaur at Animal Kingdom?
Indiana Jones.
Me too. Hands down. There's actually, I don't even have to think about it.
I had to think about that dinosaur one for a second, and I was like, what is that ride?
Did you do that the last time you guys went?
I've done it. Yeah, I did it. It is a bit spooky.
Oh yeah, no, it's totally fun. I don't dislike the ride. I really like the ride.
No, but Indiana Jones is so much better.
It's so much more like epic. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Downtown Disney in Disneyland or Disney Springs, Disney World.
Disney Springs.
Me too. I mean, Downtown Disney's cool and everything, and I like that you can get to it. Like, again, it's the whole, like, everything's very central. Everything's right there.
Yeah.
I like that the hotel
Disney Springs has more options.
Yeah, it's bigger. There's more places to eat. There's more cooler places.
And the restaurants are better, I feel like. Yeah.
I wish whenever I go to Disney World, I usually don't spend too much time at Disney Springs, though. Because
Same. I feel like it gets a little neglected.
I know. Like, if I ever could do, like, the perfect trip, I would have 2 days at least, like, devoted to just Disney Springs and hanging out there and chilling.
Doing a little food tour.
Right. Stuffing my face and rolling me out of there. Okay, last question.
Okay. Right.
Hollywood Studios in Orlando or DCA, which is Disney's California Adventure here in Disneyland. Because they're both themed similarly.
Yeah, I gotta think about this for a second. I gotta figure out what's in what. Hold on.
2 hours later.
I'm gonna say Hollywood Studios.
Me too. I'm going to say that too.
Yeah.
I really like DCA.
Both are
a
great.
lot. Yeah, I like DCA a lot, and I like the rides they have there a lot.
You want to know what tipped me, though?
I'm curious if it's the same thing I was just going to say. Go ahead.
Rockin' Rolldercoaster.
Yeah. I was going to say that and the fact that Galaxy's Edge is now in Disney World, or in Hollywood Studios.
Yes.
Now has tipped it just further.
Tipped it.
Mhm.
Yep.
But yeah, now they have Rise of the Resistance, and I know you didn't get to do that, right?
I only did the one that we did together.
Yeah, the Falcon, the Millennium
Falcon, yeah.
Um,
Where I, like, didn't know what to do. And you were like, Mary, push the buttons.
I know.
Press the button.
Hit your flashing buttons.
Mary, the button.
Left
Oh.
pilot. You see, just as I promised.
Yeah, you were. I remember.
I was just, like, looking around.
Was like, but yeah. So Star Wars to me, like the fact that that's there now, it just has more. And now, and Minnie's and Mickey's Runaway Railway, which I haven't done.
I haven't done that
Probably
either.
haven't either because I think it just opened.
Yeah, no, haven't done
Actually, I don't even know when it
Oh,
opened.
okay. Hi.
I agree. Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
Also, side note, Mary and I met and bonded over our love of Nick Jonas.
Yes, the first time I ever met her, she came up to me in our student center and was like, "Are you the one who met Nick Jonas?" Because I had met Nick Jonas at this local restaurant here.
Yeah.
And that was the start.
Yeah, well, I was friends with her roommate, and then her roommate had a picture of both of them with Nick Jonas, and she was showing me, and I was like, oh, she's cool. And then I met Mary, and I was like, you know one that met Nick Jonas? That's
Literally the first thing you ever said to me.
Tell me about it. Tell me.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm. And we've
I
been
remember we were by the stairs.
inseparable ever since. All right, well, thank you, Mary, for joining me on this video.
Can we tell our Splash Mountain story?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You do it.
Want to do it or do you? Okay. So we were riding. This is probably was this our last Space Mountain? Was this our
It
last?
was one of the last ones.
Ride together.
Yeah.
You were like the only person that goes on that ride with me.
Yeah, same.
Like, I mean, I don't want to
It was
be
one of the
really
friends.
cold. I don't want to be wet. I mean, I really don't
Yeah.
want to be wet. But
But it was that summer.
yeah, it
So
was hot,
I think
and
that's
it was
probably why
like-
we did it. Yeah.
At the time that we got soaked, or was that a separate time? I don't remember. I'm so old. I don't remember.
I remember I would stick you in the front a lot.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I was just happy to be going on it because I like that ride.
Right?
Yeah, we were riding, and yeah, I guess I was in the front. You were in back with me, and the ride, like, as we left the station at the very beginning, it like stopped around the corner, and I was like, all right.
It's like if that thing.
And then all of a sudden, it like kept going. We were like, okay. So then we
Right.
kept going, and it's stuck. I guess let's see. I haven't ridden it in a while now, so it's like you go up, and then you do like a little dip, right? Like
Yes, we made it over that one, right?
Why do I think that we got stuck right before that lift? And then we went up the lift.
We
and
were
went
like,
in,
yeah,
and then we went down the little tiny bump.
the
first.
tiny one. And then there was isn't there a second one?
Yeah, well, there's like 3.
Yeah, so I think it was the middle one that we got stuck on.
I think there's a part where like you go around and it's like
Yeah,
and
okay.
then you go up another lift, but it's still another little dip.
Little dip.
It's like just
Yeah.
to get you to the very top of everything somehow.
Yeah, so it doesn't do like one big incline again.
So I think it was like we go around the little turny thing, and then we got stuck right as we were going up the lift, and that we were stuck there for a while, and that's when we were
Like-
like so long.
Like at least 10 to 15 minutes, I feel like, before they came to get
And
us.
it was hot, and I don't remember if we were on
We were baking in the sun, yeah.
And then finally it went, and we started going up the
ramp.
Yeah. And we were like, oh, gosh, okay. And so then we got stuck on that same lift.
About halfway up.
And we were like, also, you're like on a lift, okay?
It's
and
deep.
There's no seat belts. You're just like hanging on. And we're like, and we were stuck there for a while too. And then we thought maybe like, oh, any second it'll just click and we'll just keep going.
Yeah, no.
And then, no.
Time to be moving along, except on this stupid ride. We got kicked off.
This is scenic. Someone come and they were escorting us off on a ramp. Splash Mountain.
Through like the
Yeah, the only cool part about that, the only reason why I wasn't really mad was because we got to walk through Splash Mountain.
literally like through restricted areas. It was super cool.
And I started recording and the guy was like, no filming, please.
That's right.
But that was cool. I don't know that I'll ever get to see that again. Like, when does that happen? That you get to like get off and walk through the ride?
Through the ride, through like.
And we were like literally walking on the sides of like where. Is it Brer Rabbit?
Maybe.
You know what I mean? The scenes like that down there.
Yeah.
We were literally walking. And I remember it being so interesting because like we were like up on this ramp, not even close to that area. And we went like down a set of stairs. And like immediately we were like at the end scene. And I was like, oh.
Who knew?
Secret tunnelways. Look at this. Thank you, Mary, for doing this video with me. It was
Thanks for having me.
and it was good to catch up for sure.
I know. This was a good little trip down
Memory
the memory lane.
I know. I'm excited for when we go to the parks again. If you want to check out Mary and my fun day that we had in December at Disneyland, I'm going to put the link up there. But otherwise, thanks again, Mary, and we'll say bye for now. Ta-ta for now. What does Tigger say? TTFN. Ta-ta for now.
Ta-ta for now.
Bye.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. That's amazing.
I put on my Donald Duck ears. It really doesn't match my shirt because my shirt's villains.
You're going to see my cat walk by.
Sophia, say hello since we're showing animals. Say
Yeah,
hi.
he's going to get comfortable again. Hi, Sophia.
I keep seeing these in my peripheral, like, what is that?
Are they feet?
It's Donald Duck's butt. Do you remember the PhilharMagic? Do you know at the very end of it, and he like flies out of the cannon or something, he flies, and he hits the back of the wall, and then you look back, and it's his feet?
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's right.
Like, I used to go to Hershey Park all the time. They have like Six Flags type rides, and I have no problem. I wasn't afraid.
That was
I
like your
worked on
thing that you
roller
grew
coasters.
up with.
Yeah, like I was not afraid of them. We went on that drag. It was when Dragon Challenge was still there. Do you remember that?
Yes, I have done
It's
that.
like a hanging roller coaster, but there's like two of them and they duel and whatever. I was so scared, and my friend was like, "Are you okay? Like, are you okay?" And then I was like, I'm fine. And so afterwards, she was like, "Are you mad at me? Like that I made you go on this ride?" I was like, "No, I just was really nervous. I didn't want to talk." Six Flags. Yeah, like I used to go to Six
like I said
Flags.
something else.
Wait, what?
Maybe cut that out. It sounded like I said something else.
Six Flags?
Yeah, I thought it sounded. I don't want to say it again. Just cut this whole part out.
Instead of making us wait again, they just moved us into another room, but we had to watch the whole video over again.
That's not a short video.
And they were like, "Raise your hand and move around," and I was like,
He's trapped in his motorcycle.
"I just want to ride the ride, okay?"